Hello everyone, welcome back to Cognitive in the Real World. Today we're going to be talking about... Wait, what's happening over there? Let's take a look real quick. Well, I guess this is going to help us with our topic of eyewitness testimony. Try and remember as much about what's going on, just in case you're called to testify. Now that that's over with, let's explain what cognition is. For our new viewers, cognition is the scientific study of mental processes such as attention, language use, memory, perception, problem-solving, creativity, and thinking. An eyewitness testimony can be defined as what happens when a person witnesses a crime and later gets up on the stand to recall for the court all the details they witnessed. Cognition can be researched in any part of our daily lives. But with eyewitness testimony, the part of cognition that we most focus on is attention, memory, and perception. There's been a lot of work that has gone into determining if eyewitness testimony is trustworthy. A key player when it comes to eyewitness testimony is Ms. Elizabeth F. Loftus. In her article, she talks about how in recent years, eyewitness testimony has grown popular within the cognitive psychology community. She also explains that a great way to determine whether you can trust a witness is by how much confidence they give when answering any questions in court. She isn't the only person who has researched eyewitness testimony. Vicki Smith and their co-writers have worked together to set up an experiment. In this experiment, 63 experts on eyewitness testimony are given a survey with specific topics shown here. For each of these topics, the experts are advised to decide where each witness places, which eventually shows how reliable that witness is. This man right here is Jake Lipton. Him and his team gathered a group of people and had them observe a recorded murder, which was then followed by a series of open-ended, leading, and multiple-choice questions. After getting the results back from his research, he found that most of the people had changed their answer in order to fit what they thought was the correct answer, making their recollections of the event inaccurate. With a few chosen words, he was able to misguide a group of people into believing a made-up truth. In an article produced by the University of Urban, they talk about a man by the name of Bob Duggan, who rejected the reliance on eyewitness testimony. He was the first person to simulate how eyewitness conditions could be conducted on a university campus, and how 60% of those witnesses could not identify the perpetrator. Despite the large amount of research that has gone into eyewitness testimony, there has not been a single research dedicated to the eyewitness testimony of the victim. We know how people's brain works when they witness a crime, but we do not understand nearly enough about how the brain works when they are the victim. Mr. Gary L. Wells wrote a paper touching on this topic. There's an amazing article called Eyewitness Testimony Were We Misled, where they give a detailed step-by-step on how to test how accurate an eyewitness testimony is. Now that I have explained to you how eyewitness testimony has been studied and picked apart by cognitive scientists, I want you to remember from the beginning of this video and try to see if you would be a valuable eyewitness. Do you remember their hair, their gender, or even the shirt that they were wearing? Hi, welcome back. I hope you guys had a fun journey down the rabbit hole of eyewitness testimony. Hope to see you again on Cognition in the Real World.